Okay, everybody, welcome back to the DGS 2605 channel. We're back with our MLB Power Pros 2008 repeat season mode with your undefeated world champion Toronto Blue Jays. Our last time out, we went ahead and, man, we scored 12 runs in the second inning against Tampa. Doc Halladay went 7 2/3, allowed 4 runs, 2 of which were LaRoche solo shots, whatever. Gagne closed the game out. So, excellent night on both sides of the plate for us. Heading to the final game here. Coming off a complete game his last time out. It's not going to be Hendrickson. It's going to be Roy Oswalt, 2.32 ERA. And he's going to see... And Clement, this is his second game starting in the row, because last time he allowed, I think, 7 or 8 runs, and he only pitched an inning in the third. So their lineup looks pretty much the same. Ours, Lowell is not doing as good as Aurelia was, which is crazy. Aurelia is in the best condition, and he went, like, what, 0 for 6, I think. 0 for 5 or 0 for 6, yeah. But we got to head into the game here, right? Plenty of baseball to play. Okay. Blue Jays. Let's play ball. Gonna play some ball. Play it here. Play it now. Looks like Nationals walked it off an extra against the Dodgers. And man, in real life, I am so happy to see the Dodgers are losing. But that National League, those division winners are pretty much locked in. The AL is wide open. I don't know what's going to happen. And Jays aren't doing well, of course. Into the game here. Here's Ichiro. Had a RBI triple in the game yesterday. That, 0-2. Puts that splitter in play, but Granderson's right there, 1 away. Here's Bill Burrows, got the first hit of the ball game the last time out. And one part we got to remember about the game we just had, each of the first back-to-back innings, he puts that over the short. Talked about the game before. They sent a runner home, and we got him out at the plate both times. So run prevention any way you can get it. Here's Beltran. Former teammates, perhaps, because Beltran was in Houston for a spell, I believe. Missed that curve there. Here's the 0-2. Oh, just missed the corner there. 1-2 now. And got him swinging there. No harm, no foul. 3 up and 3 down. Go the Rays in the top of the first. Already into the bottom of the first now. Rich Aurelia went hitless in the last game. But hey, who's counting when you win by double-digit runs? 410 average, 8 homers, 34 RBIs. Clement still in worse condition. Strike 1 on the changeup. So he's likely to get tired quickly here, I'd imagine. Because he's in the worst condition you can be. It's quick, 0-2 count. Oh, originally really aligns that back at the pitcher and missed him. But it's a leadoff single. Where was that yesterday? Here's Durham. I believe he was 2 for 4 or something like that. I pulled him for Frank Thomas in the bottom of the 8th just for fun, and Thomas is still hitless on the season. A quick 0-2 count again. That one gets away from the catcher. Laird will throw it, but Aurelia has an easy trip to second base. 1-2 now. He puts that in play. The runners will be at the corners with no outs. And here's Lance Berkman. He had, I think he was 3 for 5. Had a 2-run home run previous game. Strike 1. I think that could have been a 2-0 count there, but regardless, 2-1. Ooh, slider caught the top right corner there. It's an even count of 2-2. That pitch is missed. It's going to be a payoff pitch. Runners on the corners. Game is tied bottom of the first. Nobody out. To Lance Berkman. Here it comes. He let it go by. That should have been a walk. I can't get angry there. It's not Berkman's fault. And here's AR-15. Had a 3-run home run, which was one of 2 home runs he had in the previous game. He had a 4 RBI outing. That will be falling for a base hit. RBI single for Rios. 1-0. Here's Braun. Will he have the nicest home run he's ever had? He pulls that one. That one is going. It will not go far enough. Garrett Anderson makes the catch. 2 away. Here's Lowell. And a mistake. That's going to center. Will it have enough? Ichiro is running it down. It stays in the park. It's going to be 2-0. And Lowell, again, starts his day off with a double in back-to-back games. That was a mistake at the worst possible time, and luckily that for the Mariners, that wasn't over the wall there. Here's Luke Scott. That one gets away from the pitcher and away from the zone, 1-0. 50-50 call, went their way. 1-1, Luke Scott grounds that to short for Cal, over to first. That's going to be the final out of the inning. So we're 500, but we're already up by 2. We're 2 for 4, they're 0 for 0. Top of the second, 4-5-6, part of their lineup. Here's Garrett Anderson here. Strike one on the fastball, 0-1. It's that over. Berkman steps on the bag, 1 away. Here's LaRoche. Oh, and Austin, 316 batting average. 2 home runs in the previous game. That was kind of a generous call, but they had one against Berkman that was generous, so it's all even now. He pulls that over to Berkman again, steps on the bag, 2 away. There's Rafael for Cal. Strike one, beautiful pitch. Pulls that, that's going to be going foul. To the outfield territory there. Here's 0-2. Pulls that, Lance Berkman again. All 3 outs went to him, and I think he stepped on the bag for all 3 of them. Once again, the Rays go 3 up and 3 down. Bottom of the second, 8-9-1, part of the Toronto lineup. Here's Loduca, 490 average, 4 homers, 26 RBIs. I believe he was, like 4 for 5 or something like that. They were all singles in the game yesterday for him. Cutter missed, count is even at 1. Read that pitch well, that's going to center field, but didn't fall quick enough. Ichiro makes the catch, 1 away. Here's Grandy. That's coming off a 6 RBI game where he had 2 3-run home runs. That is like as close as what Fernando Tatis Sr. had, where he had 2 grand slams in a single inning. Like, that is something that will never be replicated. Quick 0-2 count here. Missed that corner, considering the umpire so far. I'm surprised that wasn't strike 3. It's 1-2. That one's in the dirt. Count is 2-2 now. Still no win. There was no win the last time out, too. Granderson pulls that. Iwamura makes a jumping catch, 2 away. So 2 almost base hits are not base hits, thanks to excellent defensive plays. Already up for the second time in the game, Rich Aurelia fouls off a mistake. 0-1. 0-2 now. Ooh, just low with that fastball. Here's the 1-2. And got him swinging on a low slider. That's going to do it for the second inning. We went 3 up and 3 down as well. Top of the third coming up. The last 3 batters in the Rays lineup. Here's Iwamura, 311 average, 5 homers, 16 RBIs. Strike 1 on the fastball. Set slider there. 0-2. Changeup just broke out of the zone. Here's the 1-2 now. Got him swinging. Here's Gerald Laird, 236, 125. That's a really crazy stat line to see. Thrown to first, 2 away. Here's Genet, 266, 114. It's that first hit. That's a weird hit ball in the middle. Durham throws. 3 up and 3 down they go yet again. That was a close one there, though. Heading to the bottom of the third now. Durham in the 2 spot leading off for Toronto. 1 for 1 with a single. Takes a slider, 1-0. So Clement has already done much better than he did in the previous game. I haven't even pointed that out. He's gone 2 innings now, and he's only allowed 2 runs. 3-0 count, just in case, because he's thrown a few mistakes. 3-1. And Durham's going to walk. Should have been the second walk of the day, but here's the man who should have walked his first time up, Lance Berkman. That one gets away from the catcher, way away from him. Second time that's happened so far, and Durham's going to have an easy trip to second. 2-0. He's falling behind in the count. You know something's going to happen here. Cutter in there, 2-1. Just high on that cutter. I thought about swinging, but it's 3-1. Let it go. Payoff pitch to Lance Berkman, second in a row. Last time he went down swinging when he shouldn't have. Okay, well that one was a more fair call, but figured I'd take the risk there. Here's AR-15. Strike 1 on the low cutter. There are some really close pitches here. That's a mistake. Rios hits it to right field. It's going. Will it? It'll stay in the park. It's going to be a long, long RBI single, but Rios with the second RBI of the day. 3-0 Jays. Here's Braun. Slider again, man, these close pitches. He's almost at 50 pitches. Slider missed there. 1-1. Braun smokes that to center right, but Ichiro manages to run that down. 2 away. Ichiro maybe prevented a really bad situation there for the team. That one gets away from the pitcher, almost hit Lowell. 1-0. 2-0 now. It's just a matter of time, right? Lowell got jammed on that. That was a weird hit ball. It will be falling. It falls for a base hit just barely. Lowell is looking for a cycle now. He has the single and the double. Here's Luke Scott. He's over 50 pitches. So we got here, strike 1. Ooh, that one was, oh, I'm surprised he called the ball when it's that close. Really now. 1-1. Oh, and that was a mistake by Luke Scott. Didn't get the sweet spot, and that's an easy ground out to the pitcher over to first. But we did get a run across thanks to Rios. We're perfectly 500, 3 for 6. Top of the 4th. It's the top of their lineup. There's Ichiro. Fouls the first pitch back, excuse me. 0-1. Got him swinging at that fastball. There's 0-2. Ooh, just missed a 50-50 call there. This umpire, man, got him swinging regardless. Here's Bill Boros. Put the ball in play last time. Grounded out. Beautiful fastball for strike 1. Got him at that. Here's the 0-2. That's that one. Here's 1-2 now. 2-2. Got him swinging. Here's Beltran. Went down swinging his first time up. Strike 1 on the fastball there. Fouls that one back. No chance on that one. Changeup went low. 1-2 now. That's a bouncing ball. Durham to first. Makes the out. Alrighty. Heading to the bottom of the 4th now. Paulo Duca in the 8th spot leading off. This is still a very close game. Feels like it's going by quickly. And I feel like we're just waiting on something. I'm surprised he isn't tired yet. Strike 1. 55 pitches he's at. Ball 1 there. 1-1. 1-2. Hits that over to the first baseman LaRoche. Steps on the bag. 1 away. There's Granderson. 0 for 1. Slider missed. 1-0. Fastball high and left. Strike 1. And he's going to hit that to center field. Will it be caught? No, it won't. 1 out single for Granderson. 1 for 2 in the game now. There's Aurelia. 1 for 2 as well. Went down swinging his second time up, but started the game off with a single. Strike 1 on the slider. And a mistake. Aurelia's going to push that over to right field. He gets his second base hit of the day. First J to do so, I believe. Runners on first and second. He's finally tired. Durham is 1 for 1. 5-pitch walk his last time up. And he smokes that to center field. Will it have the distance on it? Yes, it will. This game is broken wide open. Ray Durham, 3-run home run. His 11th home run on the season. RBI number 47 as he comes across the plate. And 6-0 Jays. There goes a quality start. They're keeping him in there. Berkman 0 for 2. 2 looking strikeouts. Takes a slider there. Strike 1. Pulls that one over to right field. Spilboroughs is there. 2 away. Here's Rios, 2 for 2 in the game. Yeah, 64 RBIs on the season for him. He pulls that one over the left field. Will it fall? No, it won't. Caught by Garrett Anderson. That's likely Clement's last inning of work. 6 for 9. Nice. Heading to the top of the 5th. It's the 4-5-6 part of the lineup for the Rays. There's Garrett Anderson here. Strike 1. Beautiful slider. Puts that in play. Rich Aurelia there. Oh, that's their first hit. Hey, whatever, right? They couldn't get a hit till, what, the 5th inning? 4 perfect innings for Oz to start out the day. Can't be angry at that at all. Here's LaRoche now. He's going to pop that one up. You know what? Let it fall. Let's see what happens. Get the out over there. That's what happens when you get a hit and you ruin the perfect game. Make an example out of you. Here's for Cal. Strike one on the fastball. Beautiful. Mistake. He swung right through it. Oh, boy. Foul that slider back. It's the 0-2. Splitter just missed. 1-2 now. Got him swinging. Iwamura went down swinging his first time up. Strike one on the fastball there. Puts that in play. The shortstop, Rich Aurelia, over to first. That's going to end the inning. So they got their first hit. Who the heck cares? Look at all the donut, or what do you call it? Look at all the holes there. Bottom of the 5th. Yeah, they're going to be taking the pitching change here. Great Soriano. Now, he deserved the loss more than what's-his-name did in the previous game. Strike one. At least it felt like it, but anyways, strike one there. I think my phone might have gone off. Nothing in 2 on the changeup. Braun will foul that off. Let's do a quick re-relay to see. Yes, it did. I have to respond to that. Fastball miss, 1-2. Another fastball miss, 2-2 now. So it is batting practice, but figure just keep playing ball right. Anyways, that's going to center. Braun with a single to lead off the inning. Here's Lowell. He's looking for a cycle. Let's see if he can get something here. I believe he has, yeah, 1 RBI in the game. He had 1 RBI for him, 2 for Rios, 3 for Durham. Keep an eye over on Braun at first. 2-1. Fouls that one back. 2-2. Lowell smoked that thing. Holy cow, man. Holy moly, that thing was a laser. That's a 2-run shot from Mike Lowell. I believe at least his 2nd home run of this 3-game series. Over 400 feet. 8-0 as he comes across the plate. His 3rd RBI as he comes across the plate. He is a triple away from the cycle. Oh, man, did he muscle that. Yep, made it to the fans out there. Here's Luke Scott, 0-2. Strike one on the changeup, 0-1. It's that 0-1 pitch to center field. That's going for another base hit. 3rd straight for the Jays. Luke Scott on first, nobody away. Here's Loduca, 0-2. Put the bat on the ball both times. Ball 1 on the changeup, miss, 1-0. Changeup below, miss, 2-0. Hits that one over to the first baseman. Is that trouble? At its second, over to first. Yes, it is. Double play. Oh, dearie me. All right, let's ignore that. Here's Grandy, 1 for 2. Swung hard at that changeup, missed, 1-0. Granderson hits that to center. It doesn't look like it has the distance on it. Caught by Ichiro. That's going to end the inning. But another 2 runs come across the plate for us. We're 8 for 12. They're 0 for 1. We only didn't score in the 2nd inning, which we ironically got 12 runs in the previous game. We're up by 8. Top of the 6th. Here's Gerald Laird. It's the 8-9-1 part of the lineup. Strike one on the fastball. Just went foul. Got him swinging on 3 pitches. I feel like that might be the 3rd time he's done that. That's his 6th strikeout. Strike one on the fastball. Grounded over to first. Berkman will step on the bag. 2 away. 3rd trip through the lineup. Strike one there on the fastball. 0-1. Curve missed. 1-1. Hits that hard to the shortstop. Aurelia to 3rd, and that's going to be the inning. Top of the inning, I should say. They go 3 up and 3 down yet again. Bottom of the 6th coming up. Rich Aurelia leading off. It's 2 for 3 in the game. 2 singles. Ball 1 on the fastball there. 1-0. 2-0. 2-1. 2-2. Pops that one up high. That's going to right field. Man, did that have carry on it. That's caught by Spilburrows. 1 away. Here's Durham looking for a cycle. 3 RBIs in the game. 2 for 2. And he hits that one hard to left field. Not quite to the warning track. Anderson makes the catch. 2 away. Here's Berkman. 0 for 3, and he really shouldn't be. With those looking strikeouts, there were some iffy calls there. Strike 1. He hits that to center field, and he gets his base hit for the day. He's now 1 for 4. Here's Rios, 2 for 3. Hits that hard down the right line. That's going foul. 4-seamer in the zone, 0-2. Keeping an eye over on first base. Changeup went low, 1-2. That's put in play. Iwamura tags out Berkman, and that's going to be the inning. We're 8 for 13. They remain 0 for 1. Top of the 7th. 2-3-4 part of the Rays lineup. 6 strikeouts in the game for Roy Oswalt. And there's going to be their second base hit of the day. Spilburrows gets a leadoff single to left field. It's Beltran now. Strike 1 on the fastball. There's the curve there. Read that splitter well. Granderson at it. Cat makes the out. Will we get a double play? No, we won't. Made it back to first. 1 away, though. Scaring Anderson. Ooh, fastball just missed. 1-0. That's popped up. Loa will be making the catch there. 2 away. Runner remains at first. There's the Roach. Low slider, 1-0. Strike 1 on the fastball there. Change up 1-2. Fouls that fastball back. He's jammed on that. That's going to be a pop-up. Rich Aurelia right on that line there for the infield. Makes the catch. So they got a second base hit, but they leave the runner on first. Heading to the bottom of the 7th now, and I still have that Gatorade from the last video. Let's have a bit more. What pitching we're seeing from Oswalt. Had a complete game, allowed 3 runs his last time out. He's through 7, only 2 base runners the entire game. We just have to keep mowing them down. Our batting's done their job because it's 1, 2, 3 strikes are out at the old ball game at the Rogers Center, home of your undefeated world champion, Toronto Blue Jays. All right, in the bottom of the 7th, Ryan Braun leading off. He's 1 for 3. Soriano is still on the mound. Hits the first pitch he sees, past the first baseman LaRoche, and that's a leadoff single for Ryan Braun. 14th base hit for the Jays. Loa's looking for the cycle. Change up below, 1-0. 1-1. That fastball hard. It's going to Furcal at its second. Over to first. Double play. When you're a triple away from the cycle, that's not, and we're up by 8. It's not that big of a deal. Luke Scott now. Ball 1 missed, 1-0. Strike 1 on the fastball, 1-1. It's that hard, went foul past the third baseline. 1-2 now. Went fishing for that. That's put over the Iwamura. And that's essentially 3 up and 3 down. A base hit went nowhere. Top of the 8th coming up. It's the 6-7, 8th part of the lineup for the Rays. For Cal, 0 for 2. Strike 1 on the fastball there. Puts that in play. Durham's there. 1 away. Here's Iwamura. Strike 1 on the fastball. Went inside, 1-1. Fouled that back. Here's the 1-2. 2-2 now. I think that's the first time we got into a count with 2 balls, maybe. Fouls that back. That's put over to second base. Durham to Berkman, 2 away. Here's Laird. Oz is getting close to 80 pitches. Strike 1. But it's obvious we're going now. He's going for the complete game. 2. That splitter, man, it's just not getting right where we want it for that 3rd strike. He pulls that over to the shortstop, Aurelia. Makes the catch. That's the end of the inning. It's half inning. I got to remember that. Bottom of the 8th coming up. 8-9-1 part of the Jays lineup. We will see the lineup for, what, a 4th time? A 5th time, actually. There's Loduca. Hitless in the game so far. Ball 1. Strike 1 on the changeup there. And he puts that to center field. Will it fall before Ichiro can catch it? Yes, it will. Loduca with a leadoff single now. Here's Grandy, 1 for 3 with a single. That one gets away from the catcher. I think that's the first time that's happened with Soriano there. An easy trip to second for Loduca. He's finally tired. Granderson hits that to center. It's going. Made it over Ichiro's head. The runners will be at the corners now. Nobody away. Here's Aurelia, 2 for 4. 2 singles in the day. Changeup went low, 1-0. 2-0 on that fastball. He pulls that over to the shortstop. They're going home. Send him. Whatever, just let him tag out. Grandy will get to second base. The base runners remain the same. Durham, and he's already starting the at-bat, so we're not going to bring in Thomas here. My fastball missed, 1-1. 2-1. 3-1. Not swinging unless it's a you-know-what, and it wasn't. Payoff pitch to Ray Durham. He's gassed. Runners on first and second, 1 away. Bottom of the 8th, Durham hits that to center. That's going. We're not going to run on Ichiro. Yep, we would have been out by a country mile. They're going to take Soriano out. Here comes in Hoffman to face Berkman. Now, it's like he's actually trying to close out a game. This is a situation you want a closing pitcher in. The only problem is your team's down by 8 runs. A quick 2-0 count. That should have... Okay, whatever. 50-50 call. I feel like it should be 3-0 right now. It's at least 3-1. Payoff pitch. Berkman's been here twice before. Went down looking both times. Fouled that one back. I thought it might be dropping, but it didn't. Staying alive for one more pitch. Smokes that up the middle. That's going to load the bases. Is that going to bring up Rios? Okay. Do we put Thomas in again? Marlon Anderson can play right field. I mean, their stats are the same. Whatever. We'll keep Rios in. The bases are juiced. Will there be a cherry atop this Sunday? Strike 1 on the corner there. He hits that. Will it get past the second baseman? No, it won't. Iwamura gets his pitcher out of a bases-loaded jam. We're going to finish the game 8 for 17. We're shut out since the 6th inning, but with the 9-1-2 part of the Rays lineup, on top of the 9th, we've got different concerns to matter here. Strike 1 on the fastball. Strike 2 on the slider. Puts that softly over to Lowell. To Berkman, 1 away. It's Ichiro, 0 for 3. Strike 1 on the fastball. Fouls that one back. It's 0-2. And that was a splitter higher because I wanted to higher, but that's going to be their 3rd base hit of the day. Ichiro 1 for 4 now. Bill Burrows. Strike 1. Oz is going for the complete game. Strike 2. Over to second. He's out. Over to first. That's your ball game. Your final score. Toronto Blue Jays 8. Tampa Bay Rays zilch. And a complete game shutout for Roy Oswalt. Back-to-back complete games. Allowed only 3 runs across those 2 games. He only allowed 3 hits tonight. Incredible. Perfect first 4 innings. Bottom of the first. This game was won in the first inning. I mean, our batting could have been a lot better, especially in that bottom of the 8th with the bases loaded. I think hitter of the day, yeah, has to be Durham, that clutch 3-run home run. That put the game into batting practice, bottom of the 5th. Lowell had a smoker there, too. That was, what, for 2 runs? Yes, it was, excuse me. Top of the 9th, final out. Outs. Once again, both games, back-to-back, ended on double plays. Yep. Only 3 base runners the entire game for Roy Oswalt. And AR-15 is the batter of the game win. I mean, this was Oz's game. Let's be real. We scored in 5 different innings. We never scored more than 3 runs in an inning. We were 8 for 17. They were 0 for 3. 20 hits total. And they only had 3 of them and couldn't get any runs across. So knocked in the winning run, yep. I mean, he did. Yeah, I guess he had to, right? The first run we scored was a winning run. Oz with the shutout, 8-0 on the season. Clement 1-4, and he didn't deserve it nearly as much as he did last time. Only 2 home runs today for Ray Durham and Mike Lowell. So we're taking a look at the stats here. Yeah, Durham, that 3-run shot. So who went hitless? I don't think everyone got at least 1 hit. Only 88 pitches total. It took Oz, 6 strikeouts. ERA is threatening to get under 2. There it is, 88 pitches total. Look at that. In the middle sections, 2, 2, and 2. Move it along there. I mean, that was textbook play. Really nothing much else to say there. Only 545 points, but hey. Looking around the league. Oakland wins in extras. Mets won. Orioles walk it off. Marlins walked it off 2 games in a row. Let's see, anything else? A shutout at Coors Field for the Phillies. That's excellent there. But we're going to be getting in that plane, and we're going across the continent. There we go. I like to think that the plane just has that big head attached to it. The weekly MVPs for last week have been announced. Will we get a pitcher there from our team, do I wonder? In the American League, it's Braun and Lowell. Can't argue with either of those guys. National League, Matt Diaz and Merker there. We have 2 players selected from our team. Secretary, apparently you can't count because you're blonde. Anyways, 10:05 p.m. West Coast game. The more I learn about how sports operate and all that, that is completely ridiculous. A baseball game in this era, that late in that area of the country at that time. Somehow it's sunny. Okay, whatever. But hey, we got 3 games against Oakland coming up, a day off. 3 games against the Red Sox, day off, and it's a match there. It's just a matter of just getting us into June. We're going to see how our stat performs here. I'll check out where Oakland is in the standings, because they're not in our division. They might be a division winner, for all we know. But regardless, that's going to be it for this video. What a performance by Oz. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time to play the Oakland Athletics.